All right. Welcome, welcome again. This is John Clement, aka the Boss, with Bayou BBQ update for August. So, taking me a while to get this one done because I've been so busy in September. But just to get back into and see how August went, right now I've noticed that the events kind of go like from January to July, and now they're tapering back down. So same as the numbers that I've hit. I wasn't able to surpass my number for July. One of the events we had just didn't cut it, didn't, and a lot of the street vending didn't come like I wanted it. So just a couple of things that I've learned. For one, the street vending isn't as consistent and isn't as profitable as I thought it was going to be right now. It is my first year, but to have an employee out there working for 8 hours or even 4 hours a day is not kind of worth it right now because I'm not known enough, and plus folks are still pretty fickle. So what I'm going to be doing this month and going until the end of this season is going back and forth to different places. We got a couple of those small towns in the area, trying to go out. Found some locations out there to vend at, so I'm going to do a couple of those, pop-ups out there basically, and then the same thing back here in my hometown of Verno, just to get folks to kind of miss you a bit, and when make it an event whenever you do pop up. But let's just kind of go over the calendar for August. Okay, so August events are every doggone weekend. I didn't participate in all of them. So like the first week of August, 3rd through the 5th, was UBIC. Didn't participate in that. Second week from the 7th through the 12th, that was the Uinta County Fair in Duchesne. The Duchesne County Fair. Didn't go do that one either. I did the Uinta County Fair at the last minute. That's from the 16th through the 19th. And that was, needless to say, pretty disappointing. Um, one of the a concessionaire that was there that was not on the list was basically selling food at the same stuff that all the vendors were selling outside. They had it in the concession inside of the building at like $3 and $4 cheaper than what we're doing. Almost like they looked at our menu and just put everything we had on our menu on there super cheap. And so the vendors outside, who all kind of know each other, were really pissed off because that first day was like a complete horrible bust. Also, they had people selling food inside of the fair that came with it. We didn't know that either. Plus, paying that much, I think I ended up paying like $300 for the 4 days, for actually the 3 days that we vended, and barely made a few $100s out of this event because I had two workers going. Same thing would happen in that time. I had two workers who were just really, they don't care about the food and the business itself. They just want their money, and they were serving some burnt food to people. I headed it off at the pass and made an apology, public apology, and asked people to request refunds if they had some horrible experiences. Because, like I said, that's the worst thing to have is bad reviews. So the Uinta County Fair was pretty much a bust. Let me see. Dinosaur Days was a lot better. Dinosaur Days was 2 days setting up out there, and that was the second time I used my trailer. Actually, got the trailer window put into the trailer and was finally able to start using that during that Uinta County Fair. That was the first time using that. And then the second time I used it was during the Dinosaur Days. And I had an option of going to the Dinosaur Days and out to the racetrack. And I decided to go ahead and stick at the Dinosaur Days. And the folks who went to the racetrack, they came back and stayed at the Dinosaur Days also. It was some probably anywhere 10 to 20,000 minimum people out there just running around. I know it's big gap, but it was thousands of people on the street, and then coming to get food, it was just packed. So you were pretty much, a line stacked up until almost 10 o'clock. So the Uinta County Fair, Dinosaur Days made up for that, but it didn't help as far as in my numbers. I got a catering job that got pushed back until entire September, which I'm actually preparing for right now. Some shrimp boil and brisket mac and cheese for 65 people. Also got to do was the football game? No, the football game started in September, but as I said, the street vending itself was just just off and on and just really trying to pick days. It's really, really difficult to try to figure out when the people are really going to want to eat and stop and get food. But I've tried, like I said, different spots, the Smiths, and now I was over at the Old True Value over there by El Homies. And just, like I said, it's just too slow for me to put more money into it. So like if I want to do it, I'll do it. I'm not going to have an employee out there. So I think our numbers for this month was somewhere around $11,000 gross. So last month, we were like at 13 something. So we're a few $1,000s short of, surpassing that. But as I said, just noticing how things work, it's gonna cycle down as things are coming because the events are slowing down. So looking into this month, we already had Phenomenon. We started the football games. Um, and we got another race at the end of September there, and then going into October, there's only a few events, and I don't think I have anything on schedule right now. Yep, Santa's workshop there in November, and then nothing in December right now. So slowing down, trying to figure out what I'm going to do during the cold times, but just slowly right now building out the trailer. I'm going to do um, the flooring, then the electrical, get the walls done, the water, gas lines run, and get everything ready to go for next year to get it inspected and ready to go. So that's the Bayou Barbecue update for August. I've reorganized my priority of um, the things I'll do. So catering is still number one. It's still the best way to make money because you know what you're going to get, you know what you're going to spend, you know what your profit is going to be. Next now is going to be events because those events really make a difference. The Phenomenon these last few days was just really a steady, just a couple of hours, almost $1,000 just for a few hours work being out there. And I also ended up doing golf tournament because another vendor had to drop out. So I ended up doing that one. So that was another $2,500 catering gig just out the blue popped into my lap. So yeah, uh, catering, events, then street vending. And that's how it's going to run until I see something different because right now it's not. Worth the time to be out there street vending when I can do one event and knock out 2 weeks of what I make during the street vending. So all right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day and you get some entertainment, some enjoyment, some motivation from this. Because, like I said, this is Bayou Barbecue building from scratch. It's been a year now since August, starting everything up. And what have we done in a whole year, man? I mean, it's been really crazy. The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie at all. And so, if I look back, let me just get on the phone here and say what is my numbers for the year. So if we go from August last year till now, let's go. Okay, we're going to do a year, not 2023. We went from August of last year. Okay, so August of last year till now. Let's go all the way up until, well, let's just go to August. Let's see. Okay, so in 1 year, vending $68,960. $68,960 in gross sales. With all of the tips and taxes and everything, the total collected in 1 year, $81,198. That's Bayou Barbecue on the move, guys. We're doing really, really good, continuing to grow. So catch you on the next update. Bye.